Hi guys, I just wanted to talk about the VIB holiday shopping event, which occurred yesterday, November the 8th, and today is the 9th, and it's a Friday. I just kind of want to tell you guys like what I got, how it went. Basically, first of all, I wore this shirt last night to go to the little party thing. So I'm repeating an outfit like Lizzie McGuire did at junior high graduation. Hey! For 2011, it was like at 7 o'clock or something like that, and I went, and it only lasted for a few hours. Whereas this, it was an all-day thing, and all you really had to do was just go in and, I'm assuming it was more common for people to go at night, but all you had to do was go in and just show your card, and then they would take the 20% off, and they also gave you a wristband. Which is a funny story, because I went with my friend Emily because she needed all new, like, a whole new base routine, and so, which includes products, obviously. So I figured she would get the most benefit out of getting a 20% off at the checkout. Because normally, you know, when I take a friend to an event like this, it's usually just me buying things, and that feels a little bit awkward, so I really wanted to bring someone who would benefit from it, and she really did. We ended up getting some really great products for her. I feel like it's important for me to note that all the products that I recommended for her, knowing her skin type and everything, and her skin condition, how it, you know, any acne or anything like that, which she has pretty normal skin and very, very minor redness from acne. So I just basically could go anywhere with that. So she ended up getting Sheer Glow, the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, and the Hourglass Concealer, and the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder, all in her shades, obviously not the same shade that I have, because she's a little bit lighter than I am. So she ended up getting some really great products, and as did I, and in total, like with our combined purchase, we saved about $50 or so, which is pretty cool. So I just wanted to tell you guys like what products I bought and tell you a quick story. So I went in, and as you could probably tell, I hope it's not that obvious, but right now I am doing a no shave November, so I'm growing out a little bit of a beard. I'm not going to shave, see if I can grow a beard, because I do have Asian genetics running through me. It's hard for me to grow facial hair. I grow it here, and I sort of look like the Emperor from Mulan. That's the only place I grow hair. And since with the shorter hair, I'm gonna go with like a more masculine look, you know, whatever. So I can understand why the lady would get confused and think that I was just my friend's boyfriend or something like that, because I was just sort of tagging along. I did wear a polo. So she came up to my friend and said, "Can I help you find anything?" And she's like, "Oh no, we're just looking," because I told her, if they ask you if you need any help, say no, because honestly, people at Sephora most of the time don't know what they're talking about. I told a girl when I went and bought the Hourglass concealer a couple of months ago, I told her that I can't use any, I can't buff any concealer onto my face because it gives me dry flaky patches, so I asked her what she would recommend. Well, what does that bitch do? She gets some cream foundation and buffs it onto my face. Did you not just hear what I said? So I don't ever trust their opinion or their ideas, because usually they're wrong, and I hate to sound so stuck up, but that's usually the case, unfortunately. So the girl, I can understand why she would talk to my friend instead, because she's obviously a girl, and she was being really sweet and everything like that. But she saw that I had this in my hand, and she came up again and was like, "Oh, I just saw that you had the VIB card, and we're really glad that you're here today." It's like all of a sudden this switch kicked in, and it's like we were royalty or something like that. And she keeps talking to my friend. She doesn't even look at me, and my friend is finally like, "Oh, that's his." And she's like, "Really? That's yours?" Like, "Yes, bitch, I wear makeup. Accept it." So then she comes, and they gave you a wristband so that way they knew at checkout, you know, that you were part of the VIB thing. And she asks us, and this just is really what gets me going, she asked, "Which one of you wants to wear it?" Well, which one of them is the VIB, you idiot? So stupid. But it's funny because after that, it's like, I felt like I was famous, because everyone was just like, "We're so glad that you're here. Like, we really appreciate you coming in tonight and looking at all of our stuff in our holiday collections," and, you know, whatever. So I feel like that's kind of a funny story. I know if any of my other gay guys out there have been to Sephora and been mistaken for a woman, or been looked at weird because we're men in a makeup store, they sell fragrance, they sell men's stuff there too, ladies, just, okay? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So we ended up getting some really great products. I told you what she got, and I actually ended up getting pretty good things as well. I honestly couldn't think of like anything that I really, really wanted. I know I needed a backup of my Shiseido sun protection sunscreen, the SPF 55 cream. And so I did that. I bought myself a backup because this is one of the only like face products I've actually really used most of it up. I still have a little bit left, but I didn't want to run out, and if I can get it on, you know, for a discount, why not? So this is definitely a really great product, if that tells you how much I really love it. So thank you, Joshua, for recommending this in one of your videos, because I really love it. I've been using it since the summertime. So that's what I bought for that. And I also saw this. I really wanted to I couldn't think of a foundation because I'm happy with all my foundations right now. I just recently bought the Chanel Vita Lumiere is how the Google Translate pronounces it. But I wasn't like, oh, I need this foundation or I want to try this, because I'm happy with most of them. But I did sort of want to get something from Hourglass just because they always have such a nice display and really great quality products with everything that I've experienced, which is not much, but I have had good luck with what they have to offer. So they have this really chic box, which is the Best of Hourglass kit, and it says a best of collection of Hourglass products encompassing complexion, eye, and lip. And then that's French. It comes with a Veil Mineral Primer, the Film Noir Full Spectrum Mascara, Extreme Sheen, High Shine Lip Gloss in Ignite, and the number 28 Primer Serum. So there's that, and I think this is a Sephora exclusive. And there it is, nicely packaged in here. I've wanted to try the primer for forever because everybody and their mother talks about this. I have used a sample of the mascara before and I really loved it, even though it is $28 on its own, so I basically did go crazy enough to spend this much money on a mascara. But it's good, you know. So, and then there's also the Hourglass lip gloss, which I'm not sure I'm going to really use. I probably am going to give this to my mom, because I feel like this is a color she would get a little bit more use out of, and I don't know, I'm not a lip gloss person if you know me. And then there's also the number 28 serum, which I can use when I'm on the drier side of skin days, because my skin has had more flip-flops than Mitt Romney, alright? So I used the primer today, and my skin still feels like I just put it on. Like, if you've never felt this primer, you're missing out on like more than you will ever know, because it literally makes your skin feel like you're touching silk sheets, and it's just so smooth and velvety. It just fills in every pore and every fine line, makes everything go on smoothly. I noticed that any of the little ice pick scarring I have, the very shallow ice pick scarring around my eyes, sort of got filled in with the primer. It's obviously not a permanent thing, but it helps foundation go on a little bit better and not sink in so much. It's also got zinc oxide in it, and so I'm really happy with that. And that was $59. Excuse me. But considering I did get a lip gloss that I'm probably going to give to my mom, it's $18 for the primer on its own, and then $28 for the mascara, and then I think the lip gloss is like $24. You do the math, you know? And they gave me a bunch of samples, which I kind of just want to tell you. Viva la Juicy La Fleur. They gave me 2 of these. The First Aid Beauty Facial Cleanser, face cleanser with antioxidants in it. I'm definitely going to try these. Origins Plantscription Eye Cream, or eye treatment, which I will, of course, be giving this a shot. Josie Marin Argan Oil Treatment Serum, Argan Oil Hair Serum Anti-Frizz Treatment. I don't really have hair anymore, so I will probably give this to my mom. Versace Bright Crystal. Versace Yellow Diamond, Kate Somerville Exfoliate, which I'm very excited to try because I really have been getting into exfoliation. It's the one thing that makes a big difference in how my skin looks when I put makeup on. Marchesa, is it Marchesa or Marchesa? Marchesa Parfum de Sass, I don't know, perfume that I probably won't use. This is the Sephora Super Loaded Age Defy Serum and the Age Defy Moisture Cream SPF 15 Sunscreen, which I used the sample of, because they gave me 2 of them, and I used the sample this morning. It was alright, I didn't notice anything spectacular about it. Oh, and then chocolate on a stick and a voucher for a free tote if I spend $16 on candy. there's that. I mean, yeah, it was pretty great, and they also gave me a book, or they didn't give me it, I took it on my way out. But it's got all the holiday looks in it and products and stuff like that with face charts and... Oh my gosh, you can make your own! This is like kindergarten all over again. So there's that. So that was the Sephora trip. That was pretty cool. And then we went to Macy's. I won't say why because I don't want to give anything away. But I went to Macy's and I ended up going to the Bobbi Brown counter because I walked to the MAC counter and then I was like, you know what, I don't want a MAC lipstick. And so I went to Bobbi Brown and I was like, oh, hold on. And I ended up, well, I met this really sweet girl that works there. Her name is Molly. And hi, Molly. I said I would give her a shout out and I did give her my username, and she was so sweet. She was actually a counter sales associate that knew what they were talking about. God forbid, right? Like, it was like going into the Holy Land and finding something that you've never seen before. It was kind of great. She was so sweet. We talked about Bobbi Brown products and Bobbi's philosophy and just makeup in general, and it was so fun. And she was a sweetheart, and I really just appreciate her taking the time to talk to us and treating us like customers and not like we're just commission, you know what I mean? So we ended up talking about just different products and things like that, and she was like, you know, you should really do makeup, and I was like, I don't know, I can do it on myself, but not really other people. I am gonna go, you know, to school for the business side of makeup, but it's a different thing. Anyway, so, and what we ended up starting talking about, I can't even get my story straight. We started talking about brow products, and I really have been getting into doing my brows. If you haven't noticed lately, I've really been, at least every day I'll brush them through, and most of the time I will fill them in. And I'm actually wearing the Bobbi Brown product that I purchased today, or yesterday, but I'm wearing it right now. Yeah, brows and foundation every day, and then a little highlighter too. This is the Natural Brow Shaper and Hair Touch-Up. And it's very cute and tiny, and I got the shade Mahogany. And my problem is most of the time when I get like a brow product, it runs a little bit too warm, and with my hair being so like dark as it is, the warmth from my brows and my hair color, obviously it just looks a little synthetic, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like it could naturally be my brow color and my brows, the state of my brows. And this is a really nice gray brown. And it comes with a cute little spoolie, and actually, to prove that she knows what she's talking about, I will tell you what she told me. She said that what you can do is, instead of using the spoolie, you can take like a stiff brow brush. We use the eye definer brush from Bobbi Brown. You can get some of the product onto the brush and then use that to go feather through your brows, and it gives you the most amazing look ever. Because sometimes, you know, you can get a little bit too much product on the spoolie and then it can go on a little too heavy and things like that. So, you know, I thought that was a great idea and I tried it. You know, she just gave me the brush and the product and said, go for it. And I did, and it looked great, and I'm very happy with it. And I said, you know what, put it in the bag, let's go, we got it. And we started talking about eye cream, and she gave me like the biggest sample of eye cream I've ever gotten, and this stuff is really, really nice. So now I'm gonna get sucked into buying it eventually. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. I think this is something I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. And you know, you don't use very much of it at a time, so even though this is small, this will last quite a while. So I'm very happy overall with my purchases. Maybe the experience Sephora-wise not so much because they're a little cray, but Molly was a sweetheart, and I really just, yeah, I'm glad that I had a good counter experience because I really haven't had that many of them in the years that have passed. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna hop off now and I'm gonna go film another video, and you should see that up soon. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to everybody later. Bye guys.